Okay, doing a bit of grafting here in a vineyard, converting wine grapes to table grapes. Using my Scionon grafting shears to cut a chip bud, and then I'm placing it into a T-cut with my knife. Just like that. Bit of tape to hold those flaps down. And I'll just leave that bud exposed because I'm using a cling film tape. So I just use a bit of paint down the side of the tape just to act as a glue to stop the tape unravelling in the wind. Now we're looking at the bud about a week after placement. You can see the Scionon grafting tape wrapped around the bud and the bud exposed. So we're looking now at a slightly smaller diameter cane. We'll use a slightly different technique to place the bud. We cut a chip notch. We again use our Scionon grafting shears SGS 414R to remove the bud from the cane and carefully place it onto the notch, lining up the cambiums. Because of the diameter, I can use buddy tape to seal the bud in place. I can wrap over the bud eye because the buddy tape will allow the bud to grow through when it's ready to push. Before anything happens, we meet with the client to discuss the necessary preparation work that must be done before we commence the work. The first task is to get that flaky exterior bark removed. So we're looking for a flat spot away from these knobs. So there's a nice spot there that would take a chip bud really well. So we're looking at a chip bud placed into a T-cut. It was done about 3 to 4 weeks ago. Certainly no more than 4, maybe just short of 4. That's my preferred method, placing the chip bud into a T-cut. Much better seal. And look at that, that's impressive for not even 4 weeks since placement. So now we're looking at what technically is green grafting. We've placed some stored wood into this current season's growth. That's a cleft graft. It was done about 3 weeks ago, so that's even impressive. So this one is a chip bud in a chip notch. As you can see, the buds were pretty small and the trunks were pretty big for the size of the bud. But lining it up on one side, we seem to have got it to knit. So you've seen how I did the grafting here on this property. I'm looking at a vine that I green grafted last year, so we're a growing season on, a year later. And we're very happy with this result. We put a cleft graft on down here onto green tissue using stored wood. I'm now looking at one of the other methods that I use where we placed a chip bud into a T-cut, and this is the result, very similar to our cleft graft. I'm just looking at the result of some chip budding I did on in a comparison between a slightly weaker rootstock, perhaps a replacement, and we got the chip bud away. There's another one. But here we're looking at the result off an older vine and much more vigorous, much more growth over the growing season. I've now had a meeting with the client, Green Collar, and we've now decided to expand this project and do several thousand vines this year using this method.